Well, that's enough of all that then, isn't it? Welcome back, friends, to Roleplaying Unlimited presents Open Table Dungeons & Dragons. Tonight we are doing this on Monday, in addition to the usual Tuesday, and if we got enough players, we're going to do this on Wednesday as well. I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where we encourage you to eat that chicken slow. It's full of all them little bones. I'm going to get us onto the game page here without further ado. And it's a bit of a slow start here tonight. We've got some new players, some existing players. We had a couple cancellations, possible cancellations, so we're going to roll with what's going on here tonight and just see how this goes.
Big thing, yeah, the Red Wizards of Thay. I've never heard of anybody being described as a Red Wizard otherwise.
That's what I thought. Hey, they're tragic.
And we've jumped into the middle of a Forgotten Realms conversation. Good evening, friends. J-Man and Westy in his house.
Woot woot.
Hello.
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Talking about the D&D trailer from the Ant-Man previews.
Oh, they showed it at when you saw Ant-Man? I didn't get that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
Ah. Well, that's cool. I have seen the trailer that's been out for a few months. Was this a new one?
Yeah, this was different than that. They included a direct mention of the Red Wizards.
Oh my.
So, assumed Red Wizards of Thay.
I like the sound of that.
Like we were kind of saying, that's the only one we know of.
Yeah, very true. So yeah, like I was saying, we got a bit of a slow start here. New game, new players, existing players, couple cancellations. So we're just gonna see how this will play out for us tonight. I've already built the opening page, which at the moment seems kind of superfluous since Asilitem is the only one here. I'm not sure.
Shit.
Yeah, it looks like we do have Dominic here. He's going to be joining us as a new player. Just not sure. J-Man, if you could coordinate getting Dom into the voice chat, I appreciate you. Got some text chat going on here already. His character's in progress. Then we also have Damien, who is on his way home from work, if I understand correctly, and joining us at that point. This is going to be identical, but not exactly identical to the Tuesday night game. It's going to be the same concept, but a different ship. So the Dragon Lotus is going to be exclusive to our Monday night crew. And forgive me for not being as prepared as I could otherwise, but the ship will be exclusive to the Monday night games. Details to come on that later, but same basic principle. The ship is mainly our transportation from site to site as we seek out rare and unique treasures from across the multiverse, in addition to monsters the likes of which you will not find on other worlds.
Real quick, Dan, it does look like, looking at my Roll20 on this one, the extra book stuff is not in there. I just looked at, easily went to races under the info tab, and it's just the standard races that are listed, not the amount of races that are listed for the other game.
Gotcha, it's still not taking it, yeah. Sometimes this happens when I create a new game. I'm only able to share my compendium with 5 games at once, but anytime a campaign concludes, I erase it. So the Avernus game that we just finished a few weeks ago, it's no longer being shared. Right now, it's just being shared between Open Table Tuesday, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, Dragonlance campaign coming up eventually, and the Enemir First Step Reimagined campaign from Friday nights. Yeah, it deleted the compendium information again. Try this again. Compendium saved successfully. Save overall changes. Good. And then hopefully third time's the charm. It may not immediately reflect on your side. You may have to reload your Roll20 page for the compendium to be updated, but hopefully that did it.
I mean, as a human wizard, I'm not seeing any issue here.
Well, I looked at races again, and I do get the entire list that we had before, so that's
Yahoo! I love it. And,
so hopefully that will help Dom do what he needs to do.
Yeah, exactly. And welcome to the show, the game there, Dom. We do have this set to a mandatory push to talk, so if you don't have your Discord set for that already, you'll have to go to your settings and assign a keybind for your push to talk. Kind of like a walkie-talkie, more or less, just so we don't get background noise, etc. And yeah, just to refresh on what we are doing exactly. I have too many channels here in the Discord. I can't find my way around my own server anymore.
It's not too bad.
Does anybody know where the open table stuff is? Like the campaign info, not the general channel that I just created, but there it is, open table info. Okay. 5 open table channels now. The new open table format, similar to Spelljammer, this campaign will be set in the Astral Sea, the cosmos of the Connected Realm. Ooh, what's going on here? It's Kimchi is now following. Thank you so much for the follow there. Are you with us? The cosmos of the Connected Realms, the Astral Sea. Our characters will all be crew, passengers, etc. aboard a spacecraft named the Dragon Lotus. Of course, this applies to Tuesday nights. This ship, as mentioned before, will be different for the Monday game and the Wednesday game. These ships make frequent journeys throughout the system at the behest of their captain. Each ship will, of course, have a different captain. For Tuesdays, this is Leonora Gotter, a human female. Runs a very stern ship. Passengers aboard the vessel typically use its services for basic transportation between planets. Some of the crew, however, are part of a team of explorers seeking adventure and artifacts from the places they visit. This team is known as the Starhoppers. That's going to be probably similar between all the different crews. Assembled by the captains, these ensembles of beings from across the systems are contracted to seek unique, monstrous beings and magical artifacts at the places they travel. Pay is generous, and the ship's doctor is capable of treating a variety of injuries, even death in some circumstances. And just for out-of-game mechanical flavor there, the ship is basically our plot device to travel between planets, as well as a base for characters to rest and re-equip between missions. You needn't concern yourself with ship operations or ship weaponry skills. Space combat won't be anything like Star Wars. If anything, it'll be like pirate ship combat in an astral sea. Your characters may be from any setting or any planet you wish to use as a backdrop for any backstory you may develop, so long as we're not adding higher tech levels that could imbalance things potentially. Basically, keep it Dungeons & Dragons, but with a higher general knowledge of the cosmos, as it were. And like the previous open table games that we ran last year, all official 5e source material is available for players. We do own several books on Roll20 that will make character creation and level ups easier. Xanathar's, Tasha's, Wildmont, Volo's, and more. But if you wish to use material from a book that is not in our inventory, you're free to do so with the understanding that your character creation / level up process will be entirely manual. That is the gist of our backdrop here, both in and out of game. It gives us a lot of freedom to create what we want to play, in addition to the fact that from week to week we may see a different cast of players on different nights. Somebody who played in Monday this week might not be able to play in Monday next week and only on Wednesday. So it's going to be an interesting mix, and we also have developed some house rules for how we're going to handle people who play in multiple sessions per week. Do they get a rest between missions? Are they going to outpace the other characters in terms of XP? Etc. and so on. We will cover all that ground when the time comes. In the meantime, looks like Dom has got the microphone thing set there, so if you have any Roll20 questions or anything that we should be aware of, please let us know.
Nope, just working on getting my character together.
So I got one kind of question for you. As far as the ship goes, since there's going to be multiple ships and captains, is there some sort of nexus hub that we're all operating out of, kind of thing then?
More or less, yeah, so it'll make it feasible for characters to appear in multiple sessions per week.
Like, got back to Nexus. Oh, you guys are leaving. Let me hop on real quick.
Oh, I get it. I'm easy to forget. I'm only the lead fucking singer. Anybody know that movie?
No.
Aww.
Sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Or if I do, I'm not placing it.
It is Almost Famous. One of my favorite movies. As the band is leaving the rest stop and Jason Lee comes out, he's like, "Hey, what the fuck?" I guess I'm easy to forget. And well, Asilitem, why don't you give us a brief overview of your character and his capabilities?
Yeah, so not more like the image you see in the avatar. He's blue robed, unlike the the avatar on the map, which is red. So he's wearing some blue robes. They're kind of white inlaid as well. Pretty typical human, average size. Nothing too crazy going on with him. So carries a staff. Kind of has a shield that rotates around him that crackles with some lightning. So yeah.
And for the time being, J-Man is also here as a Roll20 / Roleplaying Unlimited ambassador. He's been with the group for many, many years. He's also been playing on Roll20 for just as long as I have. So if I'm getting buried in story elements or show production, or I'm helping one character and another player has a question, Justin is also here to help in that capacity. Thank you. And since we do not have a full table as of yet, Justin's character will also be in play here at the start of the adventure. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your guy?
He is looks like a kind of a almost stereotypical, like a Bedouin type character, a desert dweller. He's got tan colored robes. He has a kind of a shema that kind of wraps around his head and face. He likes to cover up his skin a lot. Those of you, if you rest with him or travel with him long enough, you'll probably get the chance now and then to see his skin underneath those robes, and he has patches of scales on his skin. He otherwise looks completely human. He carries a long sword that is a crisp blade style, and there's a crystal around his neck. It's a strange, rough-cut crystal that seems to kind of glow with a soft silver light within it, and that seems to kind of transfer to his sword from time to time when he's fighting. And when he does fight, it seems like he reaches into his robes for like throwing daggers, but what he throws are daggers made of force, and that is the way his Eldritch Blast warlock ability manifests itself.
Very cool. And as you are proceeding on your character there, Dom, anything that our friends would know about you?
Still kind of working on that, but probably just an emissary who's looking to travel. I'm planning on going Circle of the Stars, so he is on a journey to map various constellations in different planes.
Very nice. Well, let's see. What else do we have that we can set up? Oh yeah, looks like my cheat sheet is exclusive to the Tuesday VTT, so I think I can just copy that over. I even remember what I called it. Handouts, I think. Roll20 features.
There's also not a shared treasure for us to edit.
Oh man, this guy thinks you guys are getting treasure.
I know, right?
Okay, here we go. The Roll20 features has been copied over. I just posted that for all of you. Justin and Westy, you see this every week. Dom, depending on your familiarity with Roll20, some handy shortcuts there for saving yourself some space on the virtual tabletop, as well as just some button combos, what have you. And you will need a party treasury. wise. Right now it is a blank document, but it is able to be edited by all players, so it doesn't have to be a dedicated treasurer. You guys can switch off. If one person wants to handle it all the time, that's fine. But just in case anybody ever has need to access it, everybody has the ability to do so. Now, in short, as we prepare to embark on our mission here, this is an entirely different world that we are going to from Tuesday night. The Tuesday night group is on the world of Lorth, whereas this group here, also 5 letters, but Jespa, posted there in the chat log, is the planet that we will be traveling to. We can expect to find a variety of terrain. We know that the weather is very unpredictable, and the side of the planet that we're going to be landing on, it is currently winter, so you are encouraged to pack warm as possible. You may run into some blizzards on the way here.
Is it assumed that we would be wearing cold weather gear then without adding it, or do you want us to add cold weather gear?
You can add it to your sheet. It's not necessarily anything that would probably cost you anything. Just for, I guess, completion purposes. So it's on there in case anybody's ever like, hey, so you're running around out here in shorts and a t-shirt. And what we do know is, in addition to the cold, frosty weather, is that it's a very tightly packed mountain and forest area that we're going to be heading up and over. So our access to the shuttle is not going to be as it usually is. For out-of-game purposes, of course, if people show up and people leave, we'll still just be like they can show up within the round or take off when they need to. But we are actually parking the shuttle like at the base of the hills of this mountain before we start to ascend. And unlike the other party, which is seeking a unique monster that is the result of a summoning ritual, our objective here is a little more ambiguous. What we have found is a very unique energy signature, which seems to indicate a powerful item of technomancy. We're not sure what exactly this item is, but we do know that it is somewhere on this mountain, or possibly in the mountain. We're not able to register it completely, or lock its location down completely, I should say. But we do know that once your boots are on the ground and you begin searching, especially those of you with magical affinity, the ability to detect magic, and sensitive to those kinds of energies, the location should be a lot easier.
Okie doke. Do we know? We just know it's a item of technomancy.
Correct.
Nothing more specific. Okay.
Correct. And if any of you have used any of your 3 starting potions of healing, you may refresh back up to 3 at no cost. And then in Dom's case, you may add 3 potions of healing to your character sheet. And for flavor purposes, we're basically saying that they're like back to patches. You don't actually have to drink it, you just kind of slap it on your wound. And house rule, we use potions of healing as bonus actions.
Would you have said I would have had a long rest since the last mission, or no? Because we ended getting onto the ship. I think we did. I don't remember.
I know we definitely got a short rest.
Yeah, we got a short rest in between the various fights because we started in one fight and then we ended the other, I think.
Right.
And we'd finished clearing everything up and we're heading out on the ship, I thought. But
That sounds about right. For this session, though, yeah, go ahead and long rest.
and get those spells back.
Yeah, it might be handy.
Yeah, we were pretty tapped from the last one.
Well, alright then. I think I will send us over to the first map here. About how far do you think you have left to go there, Dom?
I was talking without the push to talk. I'm on the equipment page, so I'm about halfway through.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, I think we'll just hold off until you are complete. This might be a bit rough for only 2 characters. I can, of course, remove some stuff, but I don't wanna. So let's hope that the party increases here shortly. So you guys saw the Ant-Man movie without spoilers. Just in case Dom is the 1 out of 4 of us who's not seen it yet and doesn't want the spoilers.
I am, and I don't.
Alright. So, just in general, what did you think? Yes or no? Did you like?
I liked it. There was some over-the-top things that I was like, okay, all right. Anyways, let's keep moving it. But no, overall, I was I liked it. It felt similar to the other Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely an Ant-Man production, and
Yeah, exactly.
had that feel to it. And, mix of humor and drama, like they usually do with Marvel movies now, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy to see where we're progressing.
The character that unexpectedly returned and in a very unexpected form was pretty funny.
Oh, very true, very true. And what is it, Guardians 3? Is that the next one coming out? Is that next month?
May?
It looks like
say
we're
that's
getting...
a May release.
Oh, is it May? Oh, geez. It looks like we're
Yeah.
getting the High Evolutionary, which is pretty interesting for me because I just finished reading those 1988 High Evolutionary series for the first time, like a few months ago.
Yeah, they kind of people always theorize that that's who had made the Raccoon. So.
Oh yeah, very true. That makes sense. And And then shoot, what is it, 24 that we are finally getting another Star Wars movie, hopefully? Sure
I hadn't heard of that.
Yeah, sure has been long enough.
Which
I know after episode 9 they wanted to take a break for a while because a lot of people were just like, it's too much at once. So my understanding was that it was either going to be the new Rian Johnson project, or oh man, I forgot who the directors were, but it was supposed to be like a High Republic era story, if not the Rian Johnson detached.
And well, Acolyte comes out this year, which is High Republic.
Yeah, that'll be the first series for sure.
Yeah.
I need to catch up on Bad Batch because we got Mando in 9 days.
Nope. Yeah, I'm rewatching Mando right now.
Nice.
I finished season 1 yesterday. Gonna kind of push through and get season 2 done and over so that I'm ready for season 3.
Yeah.
But don't forget that there's like basically 3 episodes of Mandalorian. And
Yeah,
Boba
yeah. Gotta watch Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, I watched that already. I'll rewatch those episodes specifically.
Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Where? It's like I said back in the day, though, before he got out of that Sarlacc pit. If it's gonna be a blonde guy with a stick, why couldn't it have been Chirrut fucking Imwe?
So there is the Star Wars Lost Horizons movie that I'm seeing something on IMDb about
Huh.
in 2025.
Oh, damn.
I'm not sure what movie's coming out in 24 though.
Yeah, that was my initial understanding, but I'm probably like a year out of date too, and things change all the time. I mean, originally Boba Fett was going to be a movie, and then it became a TV show. Well, I see Jorge hanging out there in the in the Discord. I wonder if he's like, where is everybody? I realize our procedure to get from point A to B to C, which for a lot of our new players is Facebook to Discord to Roll20, it can be a bit of an ordeal.
Different systems.
Yeah, if you're not used to all 3 of those, it can be a bit of a marathon to get here in the game, but it's worth it. I promise. We have fun once we're actually playing. Right now, we just got some good music, some good tunes. What's happening?
I said, I think I am good.
Oh, very cool. Anything else you would like the other 2 to know about your character before we shed blood together?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Do you look pretty druidy, or is that kind of not a thing that we would pick up on?
Not really. Like, he doesn't have like the normal like sticks and grass and leaves and stuff. Being an Arakaka, so he looks more or less probably like a ranger.
Okay.
But you know,
Just kind of a woodsy type feel.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's good to know that you're an Aarakocra. That colors
Yep.
the interaction.
Like all of a sudden you're like, and I fly, and we're like, what?
Yes, I am Captain Superman.
Yeah, the wings come out, and you're like, what?
Alright, I do have 1 Aarakocra token here in my thousands of tokens. Apparently I am in need of more, but...
That's the word I was looking for earlier. Token.
Token.
I'm like, the figure that's red, like, what is that?
Roll 20
Token.
terminology. The tokens,
Yeah.
the icons that go on the token. I just got used to their verbatim.
No, for sure. I was just like, I know that. I don't remember the word for it. There's a word for it. It's Monday.
You know, it's pretty funny. I'm probably going to be a little standoffish towards the bird for a while because, you know, being a Yuan-Ti pureblood, I'm the snake, he's a bird. We don't really see eye to eye usually.
That will prompt
Yeah,
bow. Does the Aarakocra have dark vision?
I don't believe they do.
No, I don't believe so.
Gotcha. Make sure I'm setting your token correctly here. Alright, good. Yes.
Oh, I guess a name would help. So my character's name is Tuki Tuki,
Nice.
or TT for short.
Nice.
E.T. it is.
Excellent. Alright, so I got that part done. Tuki will have a token when the time is right. And did you do your level 2 upgrade? Oh, there it is.
Yep,
Progress.
also to me. I keep talking, forgetting that I have to hit the button.
Yeah, that's it happens.
The curse of push to talk.
And yeah, for the time being, looks like this will be our group rolling forward. I do see Divine hanging out in the chat, but with also a do not disturb icon, so something may have come up. And Jorge and Noble Thief nowhere to be seen. Alright, more XP for everybody else. Justin's like, this is nothing. Just try being a halfling barbarian marching through a undead sewer all by yourself for an hour and a half. So we had one open table where it was just Justin by himself. He did have a praying mantis kind of ally, but that thing was just getting torn up left and right, so he was constantly using his healing just to keep his ally in the fight. And of course, show up late, leave early, you never know. Somebody might just pop into the middle of combat once we are there. So once we have exited the shuttle, grabbed our gear, made sure we are bundled up nice and warm, and we start heading up the easier terrain of the hills before the more treacherous terrain of the mountains ahead. Right now there is just a very light rain here, and it's causing some of the rocks to be a bit slippery. So as long as you're walking in the mud, which is not as bad as last week, it's not difficult terrain. As long as you're walking on the mud, you should be okay. If you want to actually step onto the rocks, you may be in danger of slipping on a failed athletics acrobatics check.
I take the easiest looking path.
Alright. And looks like the rain has left, so I'm going to need to bring that back in.
Are you meaning to be showing a map right now? Or...
Not just yet. I'm on the map.
Okay. You're like, in the rain leaves. I'm like, should we see rain?
I mean, sure. Let's just...
No, you don't have to reveal the map yet. I was just like, just trying to make sure everyone's on the same page. It's internet. Sometimes you like, yeah, I meant to show you this. Like, oh, I'm not sharing my screen with this Excel that I'm spent 5 minutes talking about. My bad, guys. Let's repeat last 5 minutes of conversation.
Oh, where is it? Oh, that is some weak rain right there. I did put it onto the map that you're currently standing on and centered it over the party, but
Oh, yep.
can
I saw it.
barely tell. So yes, that's our light rain. Now going to the correct map, I think. Almost there. And here we are on our first step up the mountain, where it looks like some kind of seismic activity in recent years has created a lovely chasm splitting where you are starting right here from where you need to go up here. And as we make our way onto the map, go ahead and drag your tokens onto the map. If you're not familiar with that, Dom, if you grab your character sheet from the journal, you can drag it right onto the tabletop and your token will appear where you release it.
Clicking your name, not the image.
Correct, and you don't have to open up the character sheet for this function. This is just dragging it from the journal. Perfect. Oh, and I should assign this nameplate.
How long of a hike would it have been to get to where we're at after leaving the ship?
This, at this point, is about 90 minutes out.
Okay.
And all looks clear as far as danger is concerned. But this, of course, is of instant interest once you come into line of sight with it. It appears to be some kind of portal made out of ironwood, if your guess is correct from this distance, and it looks like it's literally been like welded into the rock face itself. You're not sure what the portal leads to, of course, if it is even indeed a portal, but that may give us a starting point as I turn the table over to you. And looks like Damien has joined us here on the table. Just need to get him into the voice chat there.
For the portal, is it looks like that's a kind of a cliff face, so is that like vertical, like we can see it because it's vertical in front of us, or is that
Correct.
more like we see it as a pedestal?
Correct. You see it like it's mounted into the rock face.
Okay.
In a way that it appears as it does on the map. That's kind of the way you're looking at it. So you don't have to be like right up on it to see the energy in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Was it kind of like on a slope then?
Not really. This looks like it's perfectly vertical on the rock face there. Like
Okay,
even
so not horizontal like it is on the map.
Yeah, it's perpendicular to us,
correct.
or well, to the surface, to
Exactly.
the flat ground.
It
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
a door in the side
Yeah.
of in the side of the rock from your perspective.
Oh, you had to describe it as a door.
And J-Man, if you could please get Damien over into here, but what's his... Catfather. Catfather 4 is Damien. Help escort him to the voice chat, thank you. And then he said he had an existing character, so I don't know if he's going to be able to drop it right into here, or if have to do a quick roll 20 character, but either way, our numbers are increasing.
And there he is.
Welcome.
Welcome, Damien. We do have the voice chat here set to push to talk, so in your settings, it'll ask you to assign a keybind for that, kind of like a walkie-talkie. And once you've done that, you'll be able to communicate in voice. Welcome to the game, welcome to the show. And we'll get your character into the action here as soon as possible. We are actually just beginning the first scene here on a map, so we'll see what happens with the players.
So, I guess do we see anything like? So we see the crevice. Do we see anything else as we're approaching, like moving or?
So far, nothing at all, even as Tariq kind of steps out there. And then, yep, give me just a moment there, since Tariq kind of hustled. Let's let Tuki kind of catch up and bridge the gap there, and then that will, in fact, possibly trigger something.
No.
Yeah, I know. It takes a second to go from there's nothing at all to, oh dear God, our lives!
Yeah.
Okay, passive perceptions for all three of your characters, please.
11.
11.
Would I be able to roll since I asked about it?
Yes.
I'm also at an 11.
Ooh, my favorite number.
15.
A passive of 15.
No
All right.
attribute round. Weird.
Guess we're gonna learn that Tuki might be the one to send out first going forward, since our less perceptive characters rushed out first.
Yeah. Nope.
Not quite as good.
I don't know why clicking on it didn't work, but just rolling it straight like that didn't work either.
Very strange. So actually, we have potential hostiles on both sides, as something comes scurrying out of a small hole right here. And Tuki is very quick to spot this movement, but of course by the time he arrives, these two are already up in their position and unable to spot whatever the heck that thing is. See if we can get a closer look at it.
Pretty.
For the time being, that's what we got. And
Ew.
Tariq hears the exclaim of alert from behind him, but is unable to perhaps respond as quickly due to the sudden appearance of movement on the ground next to him. And before he knows it, there's just all kinds of movement just burrowing out of the sand here, out of the wet sand. Not quite mud at this point. And last but not least, we got another sighting back here on the elevated position. So, initiative is incoming. Oh, Tuki Tuki's clone has arrived. Who are you? I'm you. I'm me. Okay. This happened with Justin's token
Oh,
on the
jeez.
first map too. Just kept reappearing even after I was deleting it. Alright, let's see about this.
Yeah, my initiative is like my perception. Checks out.
Not so good.
My rolling is really weird right now with Roll20. Not sure what's going on there. I did reload both. I closed the character sheet, reloaded Roll20, then reopened the character sheet, and it still did that.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick look at your sheet then.
Like I said, I'm good at. If there's a way to break it, I'll break it.
Don't break it. Of course, I wasted one of my natural 20s testing out Weston's character sheet. This was a plot. You guys did this on purpose. Perception.
Yes, it worked.
It works when I do it.
Interesting enough, even when I click long rest, it doesn't give me my arcane recovery back.
Oh, you don't need that.
Yeah.
That's just the cherry on top. We're playing on hard
So
difficulty.
weird. I mean, I can just do command line, so
Yeah, in the meantime, for some reason, I don't know.
I mean, I can click my spells over for people to see what they are. So
Yeah, but something is clearly not linking correctly because instead of spell save DC and the number showing, it's showing that weird like macro.
Oh yeah, it's even showing that.
So it's something in your like the gear, the settings of your character sheet. I'm imagining, but as long as it's playable, we don't have to necessarily.
It's playable. Yeah, maybe delete the character and recopy it from the old one. Maybe my mucking around, having the duplicate caused it.
Oh jeez, what the hell's happening here? Oh well, another thing to fix later. It looks like the Twitch stream is a little off center too. If you look at your spell that you cast, you just cast Age Armor,
Oh,
which I wouldn't mind having. I wouldn't mind having some armor
Yeah.
in stage.
protect you from mage. Yeah.
Yeah, my knees will last a little longer. Well,
Did I get it working?
hey,
There we go. Awesome.
welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the game, welcome to the show. Check your character sheet here on Roll20.
I have not set that up just yet, actually. I have
Gotcha.
issues with that.
Yeah, click the Character Mancer if you want to see the options that we currently have available in our shared compendium. It should make your creation process a bit easier. once you are.
And where would that be at? On the settings or like my?
Have you in the chat log? If you click the journal icon above the newspaper, and then that's going to open up all of the character sheets. You should see one with your name on it. And then clicking that.
You said that was in Discord, correct?
I'm sorry?
That was in the Discord, correct? Sorry.
Not in the Discord, in the Roll20.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we use Discord just for the chat, and then everything else gameplay-wise will be done through Roll20. So yeah, it should be the second icon on the top, the journal, and then once you click your character sheet, there should be 3 options. The Charactermancer being the easiest one. Gotcha there, Westy. In the meantime, Justin, you've got the top initiative spot here if you want to get it rolling.
So, what exactly am I looking at over here?
Very good question. So the first larger monsters that revealed themselves to your southwest, we are looking at a long loading time. It is a quadrupedal monster covered in thick, lumpy armor, a long tail ending in a bony protrusion. From its head, there are 2 feathery antennae that are sprouting. Now, anybody that has Nature or Arcana may try to use their action when it comes up to identify what this thing is. The other creatures are much easier, and everybody has either seen or heard of these. You just weren't expecting to encounter them perhaps in so many numbers. But yeah, that's a lot of scorpions that just came out of the sand here and appear to be very hungry for Tariq.
Jeez, I left the desert. What are they doing here?
Yum, yum, yum.
Well, seeing as how these scorpions are apparently fixated on me, I'll let the others deal with the, what I know out of game what they are, but I'm going to deal with these scorpions for now. I guess I'll just probably stab the closest one, walk up to it and stab it.
Okay. Pardon me while I try to fix this on the live stream. Good enough, I guess. It's still kind of off-centered. I don't know why. There. Okay, if I have it spilling onto the second monitor, it lines up correctly like it used to. That's not going to prove problematic.
Computers.
I always feel like Chandler and Friends. Damn robots, they're supposed to be our faithful servants. Well, a 19 is definitely good enough to hit its 11 armor class, and this thing just shrivels up into death upon even the minimalist bit of damage touching it. It's at a time like this that you're like, man, if we just had a nice area of effect spell.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't really have those.
Dope!
So yeah, after stepping up and doing that, I'll just be like, I think I can handle these. You guys take care of those.
Alright. And that's going to bring us to
Understood.
Dominic's turn as Tuki Tuki. We have extra tokens appearing here on the board for you, so the one that has your name under it will be the one that we're using, and I'll just keep trying to erase any excess ones. It's a Roll20 glitch that keeps happening. I'm not sure why.
Okay. The creature there? Does that work for me? No. The creature, yeah.
Perfect.
That I just sort of, yep, that one. Is he like, he's level with me on the ground, or is he like on a crevice? I'm trying to figure out if that's going up or down.
It is indeed going up. This one here in front of you is on level ground from you, and then the one to the southwest is about 8 to 10 feet higher up than you are.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Sweet.
And I'm going to run up to the one in front of me and try and bash it.
Alrighty.
Alright, so that's a 21 to hit with 9 damage.
Gotcha. Just check something real quick.
I gotta make it look nice like Tariq's. Working on that.
Westy, why
What
did
he
you-
did was he clicked in the game or in the character sheet for that.
There we go.
Yeah, I did mine as a macro. I know there's a way to set that up, but
Well,
Don't
no,
have
you
time
just
to
have
do
to click it in from your character sheet. If you had probably clicked Shillelagh, it would maybe. Well, I don't know with Shillelagh. I think it would just roll the attack.
Oh, hey, Westy, did you use D&D Beyond? It looks like Damien's having issues there.
No, we had talked about that, but then I just recreated fully in Roll20.
I see. Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, you've got your character sheet set there, Damien, so if you just want to at least just craft that so you're ready for next time, that's definitely cool. If you want to do that now, if you want to do that sometime between now and tomorrow, whatever works for you. And we still got about another hour or so here, so even if you get it crafted tonight and you want to jump in, that's entirely an option. 21 to hit, definitely hits the 14 AC. And the creature lets out a squeal in response to that. And one of its legs looks to be going a little bit limp in response to that nasty thwack with the shillelagh. And that will turn it over to the creatures themselves. So, a bit of a reveal there as to what exactly this thing is. And, hey, Tuki, how much metal are you carrying on you? How much metal does the druid have on their person?
none. I'm wearing leather armor with a quarterstaff and a short bow. Not really sure I'm carrying much metal on me at all.
So possibly your arrow tips would be about the extent of it.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, how about a
It could be
Silatem?
bone. It could be bone.
Very true.
I have a small knife. That would small knife, a mess kit maybe. That would be in a backpack inside everything. So
No tiny meals for you.
yeah. I can't. I don't really have much metal.
And I will
I
ask
am metal.
Justin the same question. Yeah, how about you there, J-Man? Any metal on your person?
Oh, definitely. I have a long sword. I have a mirror. I have armor. I have cartographer's tools.
Oh boy. Well,
Not to mention money.
He's a regular
alright.
old.
Guess we know where we're going. So we will just scooch right on past Tuki right there, provoking a potential attack of opportunity with your reaction.
I will take it.
Alright. Ooh, 20 to hit. Damn! For 12. Ow! Well, this thing is like now crawling just with all that it has left in its little body over here to Tariq. And
I'll
Silatem,
definitely take a whack at it. Yeah.
yeah, it's not leaving your threatened area, unfortunately. It's still adjacent to you.
18 to hit.
It's actually not provoking an attack from you though, since it's not.
Oh,
moving.
oh, it's not. Oh, right. My bad. Yeah.
It could run in a circle around you if it wanted
Yep.
to.
Yep.
But
True. Very true.
it doesn't really have much life.
I thought
left.
about swinging at it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try for the antenna here on the longsword itself, the long S word. Shit. Yep. It is being contested. As I mentioned, you're wielding that, so dexterity save from Tariq. Oh, absolutely. And the rust monster size. The other one. Yeah, we're trying to get up to him, but we can't quite make it there. So we will bypass Tuki on the other side. And as far as a Silatem is concerned, is the knife actually out or is it packed away?
No, I'd assume it's in the backpack.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just going for a standard bite attack then. I don't think the 11 is going to hit.
That will miss. That'll hit my mage armor.
All right. Oof. Well,
The lightning around me kind of sparks a little bit.
that would have been some nasty damage, max damage from this thing. And that will turn it over to your turn there, Westy.
Ooh, two of them around me. The one behind me is looking really rough, right?
Oh, yeah.
I will... They just kind of got attacked by this one in front of me. I'll quick spin around and reach out, and I'll do Shocking Grasp. on the one behind me.
Okay.
And
Well, my AC's a little better than that.
yeah. It doesn't look like I have flanking, so the spin didn't quite work for me.
You know you do have flanking by my house rules.
Okay. Little better. Got a
So
14 to hit.
14 definitely hits.
Alright.
Yeah, pretty much, just for an example, this would of course be flanking. This
Yep.
is kind of my loose flanking. This
Okay.
will never be flanking. So, it's kind of like you
Gotcha.
get a 2
Yep.
out of 3.
Yep, for sure.
14 to hit, definitely, and how much damage are we talking?
That is 1d8. So let me go ahead with that. Not the greatest lightning damage there,
Oh,
but it also has no reaction if it survives.
true. It does survive just barely. I'm not sure why the hit point bars didn't show, but yeah, its hit point bar is flashing.
Hanging on. Gotcha. Yeah, well, because I kind of turn around to reach out for that one, I'll spin back to the one that had previously attacked me and get ready for its next turn.
Excellent. And here come the scorpions. Here I am. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Yeah, there might just be a lot of holiday gaming going on Roll20 tonight, because I know a couple of you are having some macro issues, and then for myself, I'm just having slow down. Scorpions are just going to climb right over the rock there. That is going to be all it does, though. That is a double move for it to get 20 feet. It's like these things are rocking. 10-foot move. Okay. There we go. Everything looks alright. And we are back to the top of the initiative there for Tariq.
Well, I'm not too worried about those scorpions. This thing tried to, like, eat my sword or something. So, I'm gonna kill him. Hesitant to use my sword to do it since it likes metal apparently. So I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast instead. I will back up a little bit to do it.
Okay. Try and bite as you do. Assuming you're leaving its threatened area. Yep.
No, it won't. It has no reaction.
Ah! Damn you, shocking grasp!
I didn't kill it, but it can't attack.
Haha!
Yeah,
Well, that'll be the end of my turn.
magical attack is good enough to send it to the death side.
Yeah, as I'm stepping basically into the scorpions, I just gotta look at the other rust monster and say, would you two mind taking care of that thing? As I kind of look down at my fucking scale mail armor.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Trying.
Well, let's pass it back over to Dom.
Okay. My new friend has asked me to take care of the other Metal Eater, so that's what I am going to do. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Nice. Direct hit. Great damage.
And the next attack on that creature has advantage.
Pretty sweet. Well, I think I am hungry hippos. So we are gonna... That will provoke an attack of opportunity from Asilatem.
Yep.
With advantage.
Yep.
That was a terrible roll. I have 46 and I got a 9 on it.
So a 1 -1 for a 0, but with advantage, 13.
Damn, its AC is a 14.
Okay, so still have advantage on the next strike.
Sure. Yeah, 9 damage off of 4d6 is pretty poor.
That's a rough one. It's not rolling good tonight.
Oh yeah. Ouch. Alright, now the Rust Monster will attempt its play on Tariq. This time on the sword again. Nice. Nice. Alright, well that's it for the Rust Monster. Over to Westy.
Is it disadvantage to do a ranged spell attack because of this guy? Not against this guy, but because of him? Because he's in melee?
I believe only if you're targeting that one.
Okay. So, I will then go ahead and lightning bolt, cantrip style, against that guy. So that's a garbage rolls. Nope. That would not do it. 2 lightning bolt. Nope. Let's see. I will then go ahead and move over here and then right there to kind of get near Tariq so that he can't be surrounded.
Oh, very cool. I
And
stand
that'll-
corrected. Attack of opportunity. Alright. Yeah, I thought that was a 3E mechanic.
Ah.
I still get lost sometimes.
No,
between
no,
the two,
all good, all good. Noted for next time.
Especially since I have a habit of playing all these other systems that just further confuse everybody. Like, next week we're going to play All Flesh Must Be Eaten. Let's talk about a radical change in our game style. And then we'll play the Star Wars West End system, which is all D6s. Scorpions coming in, and they're coming in hot. Well, this one is still... Looks like the loner is coming after Tuki there. Trying to hide behind the open table verbiage there on the live stream, hoping that the druid does not spot it. Otherwise, I have 4 scorpions with advantage on Tariq, and then I have 3 with advantage on Asilitem. Alright, so 4 on J-Man. I have to remember to put my GM screen back up so I can fudge when necessary. 18 armor class, that's just a bunch of nothing.
Yep.
So 3 of them on Westy. 17 looks like it gets through.
Yep,
On the
17 would get through.
So con save right there to avoid the extra damage.
Let me look at the sheet for con save.
Or half of it anyway.
Unnatural 20.
So you'll take 1 piercing and 3 poison. Or, nope, wrong one. 1 piercing and 2 poison.
How does poison interact with my arcane ward? Is it irrelevant for the type of damage? I assume. Just says blocks damage. I mean, take temp HP damage.
Post
I
it.
assume poison have nothing.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's just a flavor. Some things are vulnerable or resistant. to
Yeah.
different things. It's just damage.
Okay, so that was. How much damage was that again? Sorry. It was 1 and.
1
said
and
2.
2.
Alright, so my temp HP goes down to 4 temp HP. Doesn't even touch me. My shield gets a little weaker though. Few less crackles around myself.
Well, okay, so Justin's turn for the whirlwind attack.
Yeah, if only.
Did we lose him?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's still there. J-Man? It's your turn.
No, it's not.
Oh no, it was Tuki. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you said
Oh.
Tariq.
You said Tariq, yeah. Did
Yeah.
you skip over?
Oh, I must have
No,
double-clicked.
yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that's why I was confused. I was like, it's not my turn. Alright, let's see if I can... fine, I'll stab it and see what happens.
It definitely hits, but due to the Technomancy upgrade to your weapon, it is considered a magical weapon. So, resistant to this effect. It still seems very interested in your weapon, however.
Well, that's a relief at least. I'm like, no!
Maybe it can eat your weapon, but your weapon doesn't get hurt from you using it offensively? It is still alive, however, with a decent amount of hit points. So, you gonna stay put, bonus action, or what's it?
It's it.
Alright, now it is 2P2P's turn. That's why, yeah, the delay is making me double click sometimes because it doesn't hit on the first try.
Can I yell to Tariq to get out of the middle? And if he chooses to listen, let him go back and move. I don't know if he's willing to take the attack of opportunity, but I had an idea. If he can get out of that center.
You mean free action on his turn that just passed, so you can do something now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, of course, up to J-Man. What you thinking there? You want to take the AOOs?
So you're just basically telling me, like, move out of there, or something like that?
Yeah, basically. I was telling you to get out of the center, because I had an idea.
Okay, I'll kind of narrow my eyes at the bird for a second. But then, yeah, I'll kind of, like, roll away.
Only a few of them are really intelligent enough to even try and attack you as you're backing away, and these are not with advantage, so the second 18 there is actually only a 16. So it looks like a one hit and a con save. What the fuck?
Alright. Good. Alright, he's now out of the way. And I apologize to Asilitem for this, but I am going to cast Entangle.
What save is that? Strength?
Hey, for once, I wasn't the one who got caught in that shit.
Strength, yeah, it's a strength.
Nope. That's a 0.
He just kind of gives up, like, oh, I guess this is my life now.
I'm here, guys.
Guess this is my new home. Okay, I do have an entangle spell that I can bind to Dom. Just one moment. Place this in the very top of the journal. Eventually, I will create a folder for it. But for now, Alright, so in the journal there at the very top, you should see a new entangle effect, and you can just drag that onto the table, just like with your character sheet. And then, of course, drawing the box there is also another way to simulate the effect. And post the entangle spell if you would, please. I think it's instantaneous. Strength saves, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
I think it's when they, if they're in the effect, or when they enter it. Yep. Alright, well my strength is a 2, so I anticipate making every one of these. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so they are all just lovingly
You're all trapped in here with me.
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. So yeah, that was effective there, Dom.
Now me and Tariq can just go around and just start smashing.
What about the rust monster?
I
Yes,
failed that last
indeed.
roll. Oh no, I thought that last one was the rust monster. Gotcha. Ooh, it's saved.
Aha! Yeah, I'll step on up there, and you know the routine by now. This thing really likes that sword, so dexterity save from Tariq.
Would I get a attack of opportunity? Where I forget, where was he? Was he right here or?
It
right
was next to
there?
you. Let me
I mean-
see. Just need to make sure
Is this-
restrain doesn't prevent.
Oh, I would have disadvantage if I'm restrained. That'd be disadvantage, I think.
Yeah, you would have disadvantage.
Correct.
I mean, nothing's gone right tonight, so
Oh, shit.
we'll go ahead and take a swing at it. Nope.
Tariq, of course, keeps his enchanted blade away from this thing.
It's like,
So-
stop it! Get away from me! No!
Or.
Trying to take care of it.
That's over to Westy.
Oh, yeah. Surrounded by a bunch of these guys. None of us are moving very quick here. I'll, just go ahead and, shock and grasp this guy in the lower corner, I guess.
You don't have like thunderclap or something? Like a radius around you?
I wish I have it learned. I have Thunderwave learned, but I don't have it prepared.
No, I meant the cantrip thunderclap.
Nope, I do not.
Nope.
So 17 to hit the scorpion right here.
Well, it has 1 hit point, so any form
I-
of hit against it is just ah.
I think I can do. I think I can do 1 hit point. So I can. That would, I believe, be my turn. Sec. Just double checking this. Yep, that will be my turn.
So most of the scorpions are just ineptly trying to get out of here. 2 of them actually take an attack on Basilitem. The 14 might hit.
It does, yeah. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and let it hit.
Oh, well, thank you. That's mighty kind of you. Hey, one of them got a 14 on the strength save. Is that good enough? I think it was close.
I think it was
Yeah,
13.
DC was 13.
Woohoo! Yes, one of them is free.
So, Constitution 19 save, so...
So
2
you take-
damage?
Yeah, 1 piercing and 1 poison.
Alrighty. My shield is getting lower, but it's holding.
Bad. J-Man, that's back to you.
Oh, I assume that spider that I didn't catch in the entangle was coming to attack me.
You know, you're absolutely right. Forgot about that one. Thank you. I gotta go back to it.
He forgot he existed as well. It's okay.
Yeah, just
He was-
kind of was excited to be standing out there.
Yeah, he's watching all of his buddies in the vines going, man, I'm glad I'm not in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
He spent his turn gloating.
Well, a 19 appears to hit. And then
Apparently, he was very upset with me.
I guess the save is kind of irrelevant because you can't ever take less than 1. And then J-Man, that's over to you. Oh, damn, a miss. AC's a little better than a 10.
Did we actually use the advantage that we had on it? I know he hit it, but I don't remember if he used it as his advantage from the guiding bolt.
Well, that was when you took your attack of opportunity. That was the next attack, so that got the advantage.
I thought it was the next attack that hit.
No, it's just the next attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
So yeah, after missing him, I'm just gonna kind of sprint away from it. Hopefully it's slow.
Well, it is shaking its antenna at you like an old man sending back soup in a deli. And then Tuki Tuki's turn is after that.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shillelagh this little bugger in front of me. And I can move, correct?
Oh, yeah.
– 25 feet gets me that far.
Do you know how to do the show the movement like I was doing?
I did at one point. You gotta hold one of the buttons.
Yeah, you hold down the left, and then click the right if you make like turns or whatever to show the waypoints. And then when you're done, you release it, and it shows it.
Okay.
All right. Gonna fail one of these days.
Leave me alone!
Ow!
So yeah, there goes the pointy end of the sword, and there's a loud pop as something inside the sword just seems to kind of dissipate a trail of energy into the ring. Rust monster looks like it is satisfied with that. As Westy, your turn.
So, having witnessed that, I just think back to when I first came out with this group, with the initial group. Like, I was just slaying spells and it was working great. And today, nothing is working for me. So, I'll just kind of conjure some more magic and increase my shield. Essentially, I'm casting Mage Armor with my Eldritch Invocation, so that my shield gets a little bit stronger. So, I can link that. So, doing that. And that increases my Arcane Ward up 2 temporary hit points. Flip that first thing. Don't know why it's talking about attributes and stuff, but whatever. So my shield gets a little stronger, and that is my action. And I'll kind of just sit here and be prepared for some more scorpions to attack me.
Oh, you know they're coming. Let me just check something here. Nope. So yeah, 2 of them have attacks on Westy. Days like this, I want a third monitor so I can just have the character sheets open on the side there, so I don't have to keep opening and closing them, because if I have them open in their own window, it really slows things up. Yeah.
Their advantage, those both hit. And actually, I'll, I'm at 14, so I can't avoid that 21 no matter what. So I'll go ahead and take some damage here. 2 con saves, so maybe reduce it. One success and 2 success. So take 2 damage. Shield gets a little weaker. And then I take, that would be 2 or 3 rounded down. Or like half of 5, is that 2 or 3?
That's 2.
Okay, so that would be 3 damage. So my shield is depleted. And it actually landed a hit on me.
Alright! That scorpion just went up a level. And another one broke free of the entangle and just made a beeline for the druid responsible for this mess. But that's really all it can do. The last scorpion...
which one broke free?
It was on the far north side, and it ran past you.
I'll go ahead and swing at it.
All right.
So, because I think my character sheet's kind of weird right now, I have -1 strength, which would mean my attack roll is -1, correct?
Yeah,
So
if you have
they,
no other modifiers.
Okay.
Well, you had your proficiency bonus.
Oh, that's why it was +1. Gotcha. So that would actually be... Because I was like, why is it 1 attack? I forgot about proficiency bonus, so that would actually be... Weird math. 10... That'd be an 11 to hit it. Yeah. Does 11... Or no, sorry, disadvantage. And I don't know why I did the -1 again, but I did. So that would be a 12, or yeah, so 11.
Oh yeah, so
I
that
hate
one lands at Tuki's feet as a corpse.
Woo!
And then the sting attack for 10 was against Tariq, which is of course a miss. So back up to your initiative there.
Are there any modifications I need to make with my sword at this point?
It does not have the elemental damage now, and instead of doing a die 8, it does a die 6. It's effectively a short sword now.
That's not how it reads.
That's if you hit it. Since it got the bite against you, it basically took a cube or a square foot of metal off of it.
Well, it says it acts exactly as that other ability.
Right, so yeah, we're just talking the magical reduction then.
Not the -1 to damage.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to do this then.
Very cool.
No!
I guess that's it.
Alright, back over to Dom's turn.
I see Tariq. Tariq is struggling, so I need to come over and help. Solid bop on the head.
Oh! Well, it had 10 hit points left, so... I'm sorry, it had 9 hit points left, so 10 is gonna do it. Just gonna scooch it over here.
Okay,
There
very
it goes. Bow! that, we'll turn it over to Asilitum since the rust monsters are no more.
Okie doke. I will be done with this for the most part, and I'm just going to cast Magic Missile and take out this one, and we'll hit that guy as well.
Alright.
1d4. They all have 1 hit point, right?
Exactly.
So they're
these
done.
are CR0 scorpions. I think the first time ever I've used a CR0. Like, hey, they look cool. I'll throw in some scorpions.
Yeah. Swarm of them. Swarm of them.
Alright. Of course, I had a lot more of them when the party size was going to be 6. Yo, Ben, what's up? Welcome, welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Of course, Ben's jumping in the final act here, so just get you a character sheet. So that way, hopefully, well, I know tomorrow is no good for you, but hopefully Wednesday will work for you to join the open table. If not, then next Monday.
I think I should be good for Mondays and Wednesdays.
Cool. Oh yeah, and then just join in the Roll20 page there, and I'll get your character sheet for you. And I think I have 2 scorpions left who, at this point, all they can do is try to get out. And that's not gonna work for them. So back up to J-Man.
I kind of just glare down at the rust monster. Look at my sword again. Sigh. I'll just blast one of the scorpions from here.
You'd have advantage. Hey.
Alright, Ben, character sheet is set for you. And Tariq has... Oh yeah. With the greatest of ease. Ow. Another one done. Tuki in position to end this combat, potentially.
You had to curse me, didn't you?
Damn! I really did, because my next line was going to be so long as he doesn't roll a natural 1.
Well, doesn't he have advantage because it's entangled?
Yes, he should.
Oh, I do.
Damn, I wanted 2 natural 1s, and then the shillelagh just kind of flies off into the chasm, and then all of next game is like trying to lower somebody into there to reach it before we realize, well, we can just fly down there and get it.
Yeah. I was like, I think
Knowing
he can
you, I would have
fly.
forgot that too. And been like, what are we gonna do?
How about you, Westy? Are you going to finish this last one off?
Well, he rolled with advantage there.
Oh, that's
Hit it.
right. Even still, the 8 is not good enough. He doesn't.
Oh.
He doesn't critically miss, but he still misses.
Oh no, the 14. The 8
Yeah.
was my damage on the first roll.
Oh, yes. I see. In that case, say no more. And that's going to put an end to our initiative for the time being. Seems like nothing else is ready to rush out and get you. Do you?
I'll go ahead and just kind of keep weaving my magic. Do I have 24 seconds before anything happens.
I'm not doing anything during that 24 seconds.
Okay. Then my shield will be back at full strength.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing for 24 seconds.
Dom, did you want to drop the entangle or keep it there?
I was gonna wait about 6 seconds, make sure nothing was coming out, and then I was gonna drop it.
Okay.
Nope, just me in here.
All is quiet.
Just me.
Alright. Light pitter-patter of the rain smacking into the rocks here. Otherwise, everything seems peaceful. Up ahead, the portal still hums with its magical energy.
Well, those creatures were annoying. Sorry about your sword there.
Perhaps we can find someone to fix it later.
I'm sure somebody back in the ships can.
Maybe they're inside the portal. Go in! It's a fishing hook. A fishing line comes out of the portal and grabs Justin and starts reeling him in.
Is like it's a pretty hefty chasm, isn't it?
Yeah, the both width and depth. I mean, neither of you can see how deep it goes with your existing vision. And getting across may be a bit challenging. Not impossible, though.
How strong does the Aarakocra look?
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Do you think you could... Is this flat right here? Oops, if I get to the right... Is this flat over in this area, or is it kind of raised? And it's still pretty far.
That's kind of a
Loop,
ramp
yeah.
that's elevating from west to east.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, by the time you get like up to here, you're 10 feet further east, but also 10 feet higher in elevation.
Okay, so it's not that drastic of a change or anything. Like that he would be able to climb up and then just kind of float us down.
Oh,
Like-
right.
Because if it was higher, then floating, like flying downward angle is probably easier, but probably not high enough for that.
If that's the plan, you almost immediately look to the southwest. Because that is a much higher rock down there. That's easily like 35, 40 feet
Oh,
at its
okay.
top, at its height. And then, yeah,
And only 30 feet across.
right.
There doesn't appear to be anything. It doesn't look like there's anything else except for that chasm, like. Okay. So. I forget what are standard jumping rules. Is that a roll to go across? Is that the far distance?
Yeah, jumping, I would imagine at this level, just a long jump is going to be difficult for most of you.
Yeah.
Where's a Tensor's floating disc when you need one?
Actually, oh yeah. Actually, now that you say that, yeah. Can you go on those?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know previous editions it didn't have restrictions, so sometimes wizards would just kind of like Magneto
Sit on it.
levitate themselves around.
Yeah. Now that you say that, after I sit there and think about it, Yeah. All right, guys. Just let's. I think this is a ritual. Yep. So if you give me a moment, I can get us across this. Or I think if you move across it. No, that wouldn't work because the chasm would be greater than 10 feet.
Yeah, as you're starting to
Yeah.
think about it, you're like, well, it's a great way for us to all
no.
ride express elevator to hell, going down.
Yeah, I don't think this will work. I'm really not a fan of jumping, so if you want to try to carry us across, I'm definitely for that one. Because we're not like seeing an invisible path or anything like that. If I send my, because I have gainsing lights, if I send that up and down the chasm kind of thing, I'm not like silhouetting anything, am I?
Roll perception.
That's worked out well so far.
What you do see is right here, about 15, 20 feet down, but it's almost like wedged up against the nearest side. So without the lights, it's damn near impossible to see. But it looks like at one time there was a very flimsy, rickety bridge that crossed this narrow spot right here. And then at some point, it fell into the chasm.
Do we see something on this side that would then, like over here, that would it would have been connected to as well? Now that I see the bridge?
You do not.
Okay.
That kind of gives you some clue just as how long ago this thing fell. Like even its anchor points are gone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna help us too much, but there is some remnants of a bridge right over here, guys. I kind of pointed out.
I don't know. It seems to me like the easiest thing would just be to do what would it be called, like an assisted jump. We jump with Tuki here, kind of helping us. He doesn't have to necessarily fly us over or carry us, but just kind of
Extra
have
lift
a
up.
hand on us to kind of make sure we don't fall.
There you go. Do you think
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
And if you'd like, maybe we can even have you fly some of my rope. And make sure I have rope. Hold on.
That's what you imagine it would look like assembled.
Previously, gotcha.
Right. But yeah, the assisted jump is certainly an option. Just hope that the dice don't screw you, because it's a long fall.
Well, I posted the jump rules on there. There's not actually even a check involved. It's if you have a 10-foot start, you jump your strength score in feet.
Oh, I didn't actually see that come up. Oh, there it
And,
is. It was above
if
my
you-
thing.
If you, I mean, obviously you can rule it. There's athletics checks or acrobatics checks involved as well, but generally the rule in the book is if you make it running long jump, it's your strength score in feet.
Right. I see.
And that's what I was kind of getting at. It's like, I know I wouldn't, like me personally, my old self with bad knees and everything, I don't care how much distance I have to run up. I'm not making a 15-foot jump. I mean, Magic Land me, hey, somehow, some way, it happened.
Right.
Yeah, and I guess if we're talking... Yeah, I mean, is there a spot where it's... This is kind of 10 feet, but it's also like landing like right there on the edge where you're like,
Would you say that the assisted help with it being the 10-15 foot would be enough without create like... I've been rolling wonderful so that I just don't plummet to my death.
With all of the factors in play, I would say a roll is necessary, but it will be with
That's fair.
advantage. So as long as somebody doesn't snake eyes a pair of natural 20s, then you should all make it across just fine.
I can also cast guidance on somebody to help them.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
In that case, even if somebody got two natural ones, as long as you can boost that up sufficiently, that's possible. Because natural one's not an automatic failure.
Correct. Alright, I say let's give it a go. Because I'm not seeing anything to think our way out of this right now. I guess.
All right. Who's going first?
I
Well,
guess I'll go.
alright, you want to go? Go ahead.
All right. Then I will cast guidance on them before they go.
Okay.
All right, so my strength score is a 13, if it matters. And I guess I'll be rolling acrobatics.
Yeah, whichever one is more in your favor. It ain't pretty. It definitely ain't pretty, and especially you've got the guidance to make it a little bit more palatable, but it's a little too close for comfort.
It's everything we feared thus far.
There you go. There you go. So instead of landing like right here, oh, solid ground. You've never looked so good.
You got a 10 there. Good enough.
Good enough. So yeah, Tariq has made it successfully to the other side.
I'll go ahead and give it a go.
All right.
Casting guidance on you.
And you said we could roll acrobatics. That's
Yep. Almost always they're interchangeable to the player's strengths, but on occasion it's obviously got to be one or the other.
all right. So looking a little
Oh,
better than I thought
geez.
it would.
Yeah, he like held pinkies with Tuki as he went across, as compared to Tariq, who was like holding on for dear life, like, don't let me go, don't let me go. All right, and of course, no check needed for the Aarakocra, just easy.
Did not
flight
savor
to the other
that.
side. All right, and now we are closer to the portal here on the other side.
Is there anything to learn about this portal looking at it closer?
It's definitely the case. Let's get a hold for everybody right there while you roll an Arcana check to determine something possibly about the portal.
15?
Alrighty. Well, what you are able to determine is that from... Oh god, something just came out of the shadow right here and is coming right at Tariq.
What the hell did I do?
You stood right next to where it is. Oh.
I'm looking at the portal already.
That natural 20 on the initiative there for Dom. Very nice. And at the same time as this shadowy figure comes out of the shadows, there is another pair of them that make their presences known right before Asilatem here.
Oh, jeez.
I was gonna say, if there was just one of them, I was gonna be like, is this Ben's character, the shadowy thing?
The shadow?
We do see his avatar shadows, so yeah.
Alright, so Dom, you've got the top spot here. I know we're going a little bit over what was predicted, but we did have a bit of a slow start, so if you guys are still game to play out this combat a bit, I am as well.
Works for me.
I'm good.
Very cool, let's do it.
Kind
All
of
right. What would be the check to know what these things are?
It could be either Arcana or Religion.
Well, they're both ones for me, so.
And it would take your action to use it.
Nope, I'm just going to assume they're shadow creatures, and therefore radiant damage does bad things to them. So I am going to Guiding Bolt the one next to Tariq.
Alrighty. Did you roll yet? I haven't seen it pop
There
up.
it
There
goes.
it is.
There it goes. I was just about to ask too. I was like,
Yeah, sorry, internet's running a little slow.
No worries. Let's
So that is
see.
12 radiant damage.
Good. Yes, yes. Next roll before the end of his next turn. Has advantage. Okay, well, it definitely illuminates the shadowy creature. That lets out a loud, piercing ring wraith type squeal upon taking most of its hit points in one shot. Ah! And yeah, Tariq standing right next to it. It's not very pleasant for him. Anything else there, Dom?
No, I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, well, let's see what this thing does to retort. Alright, so first... Oh, that's the wrong button. That sucks. First one of these is on Tariq. Just because you're right next to me. Oh, so close. 17, not quite. Other two, I think we will. Ah, hello there, wizard standing out here by himself. Try a pair of these attacks here. Well, that is an 11 and a 7.
miss.
I'm attacking with disadvantage.
Ah, that's good. They both miss. They hit my shield and bounce off.
Alright. There's Not enough overcast out here for them to be playing in the shadows. There were shadows where they came from, but now they're pretty much in the light, so they're not as effective. Tariq, over to you.
So yeah, this is a terrible place. I'm gonna roll away from this fucking thing before it sucks the strength out of me, apparently. And I'll Eldritch Blast this son of a bitch.
What kind of icon is that?
What icon are you talking about?
Tariq's icon. It's like a fucking ghost.
Oh, this dude?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the little icon looked like a fucking ghost. I'm like, what the hell?
sometimes it looks like he's taking a nap. Well, it's 17 because I'm fighting at a... Or no, I'm still in the shadows there, so I rolled an 18. So just good enough.
Ooh.
Oh! That's why I want my GM shield up. Shield will certainly absorb that, and Eldritch Blast will ensure the end of this thing. Tariq's turn is done, I think.
Indeed.
Alright. Hi! Emerging from its little nest over here is another rust monster. And it runs right at Tariq. Metal.
I don't want to play on Mondays anymore.
Of course, it has no idea that you have a +5 to your AC right now, so it just charges right in. I guess the AC doesn't matter against the antenna. It's your dexterity save. That's right. It's going for your armor this time. This one isn't as interested in your sword as the previous. Oh boy. Permanent -1 to the AC. Dope! Or is there a reactionary save bonus on that, maybe? I know Milo had something like that. I don't know if...
No, I use my reaction for shield, which
Yeah.
theoretically protect me from this, but whatever.
Oh, okie dokie. So, Asilatim, back to you.
Ugh. So, I know Tariq really doesn't like the rust monsters, but I have two guys in front of me.
I can take care of those guys.
Yeah. They're still right in front of me. We'll go ahead and put the right thing up. We'll shock and grasp this one. Reach out and try to touch it. 17 to hit.
That is definitely good enough. AC is a 12.
Ooh, max damage. 8 damage.
Shocking Grasp, you said?
Correct.
Alright, it does have a lightning resistance, so it's going
Aha.
to take half of that.
Oh god. Can't do anything here.
Which one was it, right or left?
Left, this guy.
Left. There. Alright, some damage. Not what it could have been.
Yeah. I guess I'll just hold here. I don't want to, but I'm going to. So that'll be my turn.
Pretty cool. Alright. So, top of the initiative again, it is Tuki Tuki. Oh, I double clicked there, but it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to move, which will probably provoke from the rust monster if it wants to take a nibble at me.
Well, flesh isn't as tasty as metal, but we're not going to turn down a free morsel. Of course, that's assuming its character sheet even loads up. Oh, natural 20. Yikes.
Rude.
2 plus 3. Ooh, he flew very far away.
Wait, where'd he go? Wait, whoa, he was not supposed to go all the way over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you flew
went way
very
down here.
far.
And there's another one of you right here.
Yeah, I've like hidden 7
It-
of them.
Yeah.
The same thing happened to Justin like 4 weeks ago. This token here was just appearing
Everywhere.
over and over and over. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, I think I deleted 4 of them myself.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, it's like if I don't create the token before the game is underway, that glitch happens.
What was the damage again? 5?
Correct. And the other 2, we got a good thing going here. Flank, flank.
Well, wait,
Alright,
was
so-
it his turn?
My turn, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm looking at my initiative here. So yeah, once he's done, then I'm demonstrating what I'm going to do here in a few moments.
Alright, well, they may want to rethink that. So
Oh.
I am going I am going to use one of my wild shapes as a bonus action to become a constellation. So my
Your voice dropped.
to become basically my body becomes all luminous, and where my joints normally are become like star-like with connecting patterns between the stars that form the shape of an archer.
Sweet.
So I shine bright light within 10 feet of me, and then dim light for another 10 feet after that.
Oh.
And I do 1d8, I think, plus my wisdom in radiant damage with basically a bow constructed of light.
Nice. Well, as a Sagittarius, I will certainly applaud that. And then is it it's a bonus action for the transformation, correct?
Correct. So I still get to attack,
Cool. All right. Which of these?
and I will attack the one that Asilitem attacked.
Very cool. Oh no! What is that?
Jesus.
Good thing you didn't have to jump across the chasm.
Right?
Cue Wilhelm scream.
He wouldn't happen to have advantage, would he?
With the shadows and bright light, do I get advantage?
You do not. I just have disadvantage to all my stuff. Or for my attacks anyway. My saving throws and all that are still normal. I don't know if your ability, though,
Okay,
are you able to
sadly.
post it? Maybe something in the ability gives you advantage in certain circumstances.
No, it doesn't look like it. I will post it, but it doesn't look like it.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Oh shit. From what I'm reading, it looks like you transform and get to shoot as a bonus action. You still have an action.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, when you activate this form and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack. So I still have a regular action,
Okay.
which I was unprepared for.
Take your time here for a few moments. See what you want to do.
Would I be able to fire again with the bow?
I don't see why not. I mean, if you can do it as a bonus action, I mean, definitely worth looking into later on, but I don't want to pause the whole game for a rules clarification, by all means. I mean, it's basically creating an extra attack block, which, if you can't use an attack action for it, then what's it good for is how I see it, but other people have probably play tested it a lot, so something fun to look into over the week. 15, good.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it.
15 is a hit, and I only had 12 hit points left. Wow. There goes my flank, thank you very much. Sheesh. Wouldn't think I'd need one on the wizard, but apparently I do.
You're welcome, Philitum.
Alright, well, since that is the case, that does change the action of the other shadow. Kind of in the morale check vein that we were going over last Tuesday. Except in this case, there is no morale check needed. It simply heads back to where it came from, and it seems to vanish back into the shadows.
Can I take a swing at it?
Yes.
13 to hit?
AC is a 12, so just good enough. Is this just a backhand? Or what do you...
Well, quarterstaff.
Oh, okay.
I two-hand the quarterstaff.
Cool. Is this your...
Well, I guess it would be one hand, technically speaking. So.
Is your quarterstaff the one with the elemental upgrade?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a magical attack, so full damage.
Yep. Yeah, two hand.
Hit
So.
6. Okay.
But yeah, that's bludgeon lightning kind of thing. So.
Right.
High end.
So it takes the damage in full and lets out a hiss that Sends the hairs on the back of your neck standing up a little bit as the shadow dissipates back into the rock. Or is just lost in the shadows there. You can't quite tell which it did, because you just don't see it. Back to Tariq, though.
The really stupid thing about this rust monster is even if I take the dodge action, which would give me disadvantage to attack me, it's just a save, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yep, very true. I don't want to play on Mondays anymore.
You could disengage, jump across the chasm, and see if it can jump.
Yeah, right? Can you fly, motherfucker? Can you fly?
Yeah, not with the rolls I've been making lately.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can't save, you say? Alright.
It's kind of it's like, do I want to jump? I don't want to jump across this thing.
Yeah, it's reminding me of that Star Wars Saga Edition game when I kept the players occupied for almost an hour with a wall that they had to climb. Because everybody's checks were that bad and they'd get a certain height and then somebody would almost fall. Con save +1. Nope. And poison is gonna dish full to this thing. So it will take 7.
And then I have no qualms about stepping past my friends who don't have metal.
And this thing already used its reaction to bite Tuki, so its reaction resets right now, which works out well for Tariq. And, well, yeah, Tuki's gonna get a opportunity attack against it in turn, because this thing just will not let Tariq go. No! Come back here!
Can I make an attack of opportunity with a ranged weapon?
Let's see.
Because it was right
I
here.
think so. I think it has to be, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that...
I don't think he could. It has to be melee range.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says melee under opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Does it?
Unless you have Polar
that's right.
Master.
Not, but that's what I usually remember, but I was just double checking.
Yeah, and I remember looking this up recently and feeling like I was surprised about something, so I just want to double check. Opportunity.
Well, no, technically it was right here, and then it moved right here, which was melee range, and then it moved right here, so it would have been when it was right here in melee range.
Correct, and it does. It does specify melee.
Yeah, so at the point that it was right here, it was in melee, so that's when you would hit it.
Right.
So it's weird because it started here and then moved across. So.
Right.
So you would get an attack of opportunity
if you had a melee weapon in hand.
Correct.
But Justin, dexterity save again, going for your armor.
Do you not have your shillelagh in hand anymore?
I think he
No,
dropped
I
it
have
for the bow.
I have my bow. Yeah. When I went into the constellation form.
I mean, there's nothing that says you actually have a bow in hand, but okay.
I mean, that's true, but I mean, even if I had my quarterstaff, it wouldn't have shillelagh on it, because that only lasts a minute.
Oh, and you cast that last combat before Westy took 30 seconds. Woo! Made it on the money. DC is 9, and Tariq said, "Fuck you!" And that's going to pass it to Westy, and then back to Dom after that.
Yep, we'll go ahead. I thought I was going to be able to do something out of range, but nope. We'll be in melee all night. We'll go ahead and reach out and shocking grasp him.
All right.
Yeah, not very high though. 13.
13,
think
AC
that
is
misses.
14.
Yeah. I'll move. Oh, I should have done this beforehand, but I'll think about it after the fact, and I'll move to the side of him to kind of flank him. Didn't think about that to start with, so after the fact I do that. Then that'll be my turn.
Okay. And then back to Dom.
Okay, I am going to reach out and touch Tariq to give him guidance, and then use my bonus action to fire at the rust monster.
Okay. Nice. 16, 10 points of damage, and this thing is now got a nasty, gushy wound on its side from that attack. Still looks like it's got some fight in it, though. And with the shadow either out of combat or not interested for the time being, that passes it back over to Justin. Just pick the thing up, throw it down the chasm. I have had enough of you! Oh! That is a hit, and it had exactly 10 hit points left.
Nice.
So that is the end of the Rust Monster. And the shadow does not re-emerge, so it would seem that combat is over.
Can I cast Dancing Lights?
Yeah, of course.
Because the shadow ran somewhere over here.
Yes.
So I want to put my Dancing Lights kind of in this area to reveal him, if I can.
Ah! I don't like the light! And then it actually dissipates into the stone itself.
Okay.
Where it's behind total cover. It's, damn it!
Fair enough.
It looks like we've got a portal here in front of us that may warrant some exploration. We got 10 minutes left of game time, and then a little bit of after game chat, and then we'll close it out. So, your move.
You said it was an arcane check to know about this?
An Arcana check, or an Arcana check, which Westy had already started on before, but if we want to continue on that track with other people who are trained, by all means. I think you got a 14, Westy?
I think I had 15.
15.
And then, right as I did that, it was and shadows pop out.
Right. Very cool. And then since we're putting our heads together here, Tuki will have advantage. Natural 20 on the Arcana check. And this is a bit of an interesting homebrew that I'm putting together here, so we'll see how this plays out. These are extremely rare treasure caches, as we know. They essentially lead to a small pocket dimension, which is basically a vault of treasure. How much treasure is inside each of these vaults is varied of course. Who set these up is an unknown, but they are to be found across the multiverse on different planets. The trick for them, though, is they permanently drain a part of the person who wishes to activate the portal. Now, since you have a party, one person can activate this, and then everybody can make use of it. It's not that everybody has to make this permanent sacrifice to access the portal. The permanent sacrifice is the permanent loss of 1d6 hit points. So, measure that accordingly. You've got a potential wealth of treasure here, but one of you may potentially be down as many as 6 hit points for the rest of the campaign.
Question for you. So is that what we learn with the combination of us looking at this portal?
Correct.
Is that it somehow sucks energy from the person who activates it?
Correct.
Is there any way that I could not only using my my arcane ward, which is 7 temporary hit points, but also using a full spell slot to cast shield, kind of bolstering my arcane ward? Is there a way that I could use those simultaneously to absorb that drainage?
Try an Arcana.
Dirty 20.
You feel like it might be a possibility, but you also know that these are insanely powerful magical effects that cause this drain. So if anything, you're thinking that right now it would be extremely difficult, but as you gain more spells and more knowledge, it might be something that you can find a more consistent workaround for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'll explain that to the group. Like I think in the future I can probably work around this, but I don't think I have the capability right now.
What if we all touch it? Would we share the damage taken? So like each of us only take a couple instead of one of us take the full brunt?
That will prompt another Arcana check.
From
Dom.
him or okay. There you go.
You're inclined to think that it would probably affect all of you separately.
Well, I can open this one. I'm not sure that we can. I don't think we can get around this war just yet. Although, if you give me 10 minutes, I can cast Detect Magic, and maybe that'll reveal something more to us. But
I mean, I can use a short rest.
Is this what we're here for, or does this just happen to be something along the way?
This seems to be something along the way. It is certainly something of interest, but it doesn't look to be the source of the energy beacon that you were called here for.
Okay.
Maybe we leave it for now and come back later?
Get it on the way out?
Possibly.
Does that ever work, though?
Sure.
When people say they're going to come back to something, do they?
Well, I mean, we still got to go back to the ship.
It's going to be like 3 sessions later, and we're all going to forget about
Dom knows.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a different party too. People are gonna be like, "What? The portal? What? There was a portal?"
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I say we did the legwork. We should take the prize that goes with it.
Mm-hmm. Give me just 10 minutes and I'll ritually cast Detect Magic and see if there's any way I can glean any other information out of this thing to maybe get in there without hurting us permanently. So, if they're okay with that, we'll spend 10 minutes as I ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Post the spell for me, please.
So here's a question. If I do Wild Shape, that technically is a completely different set of hit dice
Ooh, that's
for whatever creature that I transform into. So would it take the hit dice of that creature?
Try a nature check.
I fly and I know things.
Alright, and Westy, give me a percentile roll, please. As far as Tuki can figure here, the portal likely will react to a being or a creature with a certain level of sentience, i.e. a certain intelligence or wisdom score. So a lot of things that it would register as animal, you're inclined to think this portal might just annihilate entirely. It may not recognize the difference between a bear and a wild-shaped bear, for instance. It might treat them as one and the same.
Okay.
And a 51. Yeah, this thing is just all kinds of curious and all kinds of questions right now. It's just like,
all right,
is it worth the risk? Try it again later, or just leave it be?
I guess the question then comes: we want somebody who is already hardy and hale to lose a little bit of that, or somebody who is already fragile and weak to remain fragile and weak.
Did you call me?
Yeah. I was gonna say, what is everybody's max hit point sitting at?
My max is 14.
18.
Mine's 15.
I think I'm okay with because let me double check something.
I mean, if you stopped going into melee combat, it might be better.
I know, right? I mean, that does impact my arcane ward.
Yeah, you only have to hit the guy 6 times to do 1 hit point.
Yeah, I know, right?
1 real point of damage.
In all the checks and everything that we've done, I get that I couldn't completely block the effect of it. Is there a way that bending and like my arcane ward, my shield spell, whatever else, is that going to reduce it at all, or is it still beyond that even?
You're thinking that this is an all or none magic effect.
I'll push the button if nobody else will.
Alright, roll your save versus rod, staff, or wand. Oh wait, that's the wrong edition.
Wait, hold on. If there's a save, I'll give him guidance.
Do roll a die 20 for me though, please. Number 9. Number 9. Alright, Westy permanently loses 46 hit points.
Yeah!
He instantly shrivels to nothing.
Yep, once again, it's Donovan at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Well, it could have been worse. It is a permanent reduction of 2 hit points.
Okay.
At least on the low side. And then make a note of that somewhere on your character sheet that accessing the portal on Jespa caused a permanent 2 HP reduction.
Yep.
And then we will have access to this portal next Monday. See what's inside of there, what's on the other side back here, and what's further up the trail in this direction. Yeah, definitely a smaller group than we've had here, but that was kind of the goal because doing the open table once a week was kind of proving a bit crowded in some respects. So definitely was counting on a few more players here tonight, but I think we had a very great experience with a 3-person party here, especially Dom for his first time. Nice gaming with you.
Yeah, guys, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, he didn't have to worry about the chasm.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Or hungry rust monsters.
Or melee combat.
Yeah, I gotta say, in like 20-something years of gaming with Justin, I don't think I've ever seen him run away from stuff so much as he did tonight.
Well, when I realized that I had nothing to really use as a defense, the shield spell didn't do anything, dodge doesn't do anything because it's all saves. I'm like, well, this is stupid.
Yeah, it's the most lethal CR 1/2 creature that you could possibly encounter at this point.
Well, you threw shadows and a rust monster, like some of the deadliest low-end encounters you could.
Oh, for sure. And a large part of that, I don't know if I just need to expand my compendium or what have you, but so
it's cool.
It's definitely cool, but so many, like 80% of those, if I filter by CR0 to CR1 quarter, which I think is everything under 1, 80% of the monsters are animals. And I don't know about you guys, that's kind of one of my trigger points. Like, I don't just like sending mindless animals in to get killed. If there is an animal, it's usually like a fiendish variety, or there's a plague or something that's making it more violent than it would normally be, so that people who kind of have an affinity toward animals aren't struggling so much with the moral dilemma side of it. And then I look at the remaining 20%, I'm like, okay, I got Sturges, here's 3 monsters I'd like to use, but actually I'm using them in the Tuesday night game, so I'm further limited. I don't know if I just need more monsters.
I think one of the things that's possible is you could always just say, okay, well, I'm going to have an imp that has a dog stat kind of block.
Yeah,
like it doesn't have really special abilities or anything. It just it's a simple stat block. It's an imp. It can't fly. It's kind of hopping around, whatever. So it's not difficult, but yeah, it definitely is. It's hard to not do the cellar rat encounter.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because, yeah, I mean, when we advance a few maps from this one in the Monday night game, that's very similar to kind of what I had to do. I was just like, well, I got to get a little inventive here with this encounter. It can't just be another rust monster shadow up here in the mountains. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, no more rust monsters, please.
At least not until we're level 10 and we can just step on them.
Well, I mean, I feel really bad if somebody was coming in with a Warforged. No, get away!
Yeah, maybe that's why Jorge backed off. He said he was going to be here tonight, but then he saw the rust monster and he's like, yeah, I'm going to come back on Tuesday night.
No, very fun.
I had a good time. We got the continuation of our open table. There should be session 5 tomorrow for the Tuesday night game. Of course, this was session 1, and then Wednesday we'll have another session 1. So definitely a lot of juggling and tracking necessitated by yours truly right here. But that's all part of the fun and part of the game. And we still got, I want to say, easily like 20 people who've reached out to me via Facebook, who've actually joined the Discord, Messenger, who are interested. They're just kind of either lost in the track of trying to get to the Discord to the Roll20, or this week because it's a holiday today. It just wasn't a good day for them too. I imagine that might have been part of it for some people. So tomorrow should be a lot of fun as we continue the Witch's Coven on Planet Lorth and hit Site 4 of 4, so we may be achieving the first objective at last. So hope to catch
the best
y'all.
luck to them.
What's that?
All the best luck.
Oh, that's right. They're not going to have a Silitim tomorrow. We got a slightly different cast. That's why Westy's here with us tonight.
Yep.
So yeah, glad y'all were able to join in with us tonight, and hope to see you all tomorrow, either playing or hanging out in the stream, because we got 2 more nights of gaming in a row, and then Friday night we come back with the big homebrew on my World of Enemir, and that's going to be a whole load of fun as well. We got a lot of playtest homebrews in that one, so if you want to see some chaotic neutral right there, that's your chance. In the meantime, have a great night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Are you with us?
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
All right.